I use my music as a medicine. So I actually have, it's a poster on my wall and it says music is the solution to any problem. So whatever problem that I have, whatever I'm going through, I put that right into song because I feel that I've experienced things that other people have too. Therefore, people can relate to what I write about.
G'day everyone, I'm Salome Barker.
And I'm Morgan Toney, and we're talking with Indigenous musicians from the East Coast.
We're getting to know the story behind the line.
And doing a deep dive into the meaning of their lyrics.
Shall we get into some tunes?
My mind is racing, all these perfect faces, always going places free.
Yay! I'm so excited. Thank you for having me.
So today we're going to be talking about your song, All I Have Is All I Need. But before we get into that, can you just talk about who you are, who knit you, where you're from, who belongs to you? Where's your family from?
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So my name is DeeDee Austin. I'm an 18-year-old multi-award-winning Indigenous singer-songwriter from Fall River, Nova Scotia, and I'm also a member of the Abiguid First Nation on PEI. I play with a 5-piece band. I'm a pop artist, and I create traditional contemporary pop music. Yeah, that's pretty well it. My family grew up on PEI. My dad's from Halifax. My mom's from PEI. So I have that Indigenous connection through my mom. And yeah, here I am today, and this is me.
That's great. This is wonderful.
Tell yourself that all I have is all that I'll ever need.
So talking about the song, All I Have Is All I Need, can you talk about maybe like the specific story behind the song?
Yeah, absolutely. So my mom and my grandmother, they lived on the reservation in PEI, and they didn't have a lot when they grew up. So whenever I had the opportunity to write All I Have Is All I Need, I said, maybe I could make that connection to my mom and how she grew up and how I grew up. So All I Have Is All I Need is just basically to be grateful for all that you have, because some people aren't as fortunate as other people.
That's great.
Thank you.
Behind the line, there was lyrics within the song that really stood out to me that I really related to, and I think a lot of people listening to your music can relate to, and they were hurting, I don't know how to heal, insecure, and I don't know what's real.
Hurting, I don't know how to heal. I'm insecure, and I don't know what's real.
And I was wondering if you could just take us through those lyrics and the emotions and what brought you to write those.
So I am half Mi'kmaq and I'm half, white. And so growing up in school, a lot of people didn't really accept that. And I got a lot of pushback towards me being Indigenous. And that kind of made me insecure about my culture. And it made me insecure to kind of embrace who I am. It did hurt me because, I felt that I couldn't be my authentic self in school. And so writing those lyrics, I was super emotional, but at the same time, I felt this sort of relief for kind of stating, how I felt and where I was. And so, yeah, that's kind of how that lyric came about.
Yeah. No, it's great. I love them.
Oh,
Love the
thank
song.
you. Thank you.
The music that you write in, I could say a lot of your songs, they deal with sensitive subjects or, intense themes. However, the songs themselves are still always uplifting, and they're always themes of hope, even throughout these hard conversations you're having through storytelling of song. Is that an intentional move on your behalf of still obviously discussing, sensitive topics that happen in our society, but then also reassuring that there's going to be hope added to it?
Yeah. It is sort of intentional because I use my music as a medicine. So I actually have, it's a poster on my wall and it says music is the solution to any problem. So whatever problem that I have, whatever I'm going through, I put that right into song. I don't want to just write about the issue in itself because things do get better. A rose doesn't grow overnight. Okay, it may be tough right now, whatever you're going through. It may be bad right now, but it does get better over time. You just have to have patience.
How do you envision your music making an impact with your community and the broader audience?
Whenever it comes to my music, like I said, I'm going to bring back in the medicine part. Music is my medicine. I hope that people, when they listen to my music, they heal from it. They're like, okay, I'm not alone. I'm not the only one going through this. So like we can come. And whenever I first looked at the music industry, I looked at it as a competition, and it's not a competition. Now, like I'm only 18. I started my music career when I was 15, and I looked at it as a competition. But now I look at it as bridging divides and coming together as one. And honestly, when people listen to my music, I hope that they get encouraged to embrace who they are as a person, because we're all humans, and if we were all the same, the world would be really boring. So yeah.
Here's a question for you, Dee Dee.
Okay.
So you're killing it right now. You've been killing it for a while.
Thank you.
What are you thinking about moving forward in the future? What's the goal? What's the goal?
So right now, my goal is to write album 3. So I've just started the creation process of my new album. I also have been working with Atlantic Presenters Association, and they're actually helping me put together a tour, cross Canada tour. But no, honestly, it's just to keep creating, keep performing, share my story. I want to bring my story and how I grew up and the community that I come from right across the world, if not Canada first. And I'm just going to keep on grinding and keep doing what I love. I don't have school as a distraction anymore, so that kind of helps. But yeah.
I can't wait for your tour if it happens. I'm waiting for it. I will buy tickets.
Yay!
And thanks so much for making the time to come here today. I know, well, both of you are extremely busy musicians. So it just means the world to me to be able to sit and chat with you folks and learn more about your music and let everyone else learn about all your songs and getting people to know who DeeDee Austin is.
Oh, thank you so much, Salome, and thank you, Morgan, as well. This was an honor. I'm deeply honored and immensely thankful, so thank you so much.
Hey, remember, it's just a conversation. You guys look at each other, look at who you're talking to, and forget that we're here.
There's intense eye contact.
I know, right? Like, look right into your soul.